bedroom. We stopped counting the days, lost in the rhythm. Physical silence, no need to speak a word. Lay here beside me. Don't wanna move too fast. Your lips on the floor, sipping on your love, sipping on your love. I never dare to ask if we're gonna last. I'm needing all your love, needing all your love. Oh, when you move, oh my God, you know you play your cards so right. Oh, I am looking for hearts, just in the dirty clubs and diamonds. Take me, oh my God, oh, but we'll hold our faces straight. Oh, I am looking for hearts, I'm looking for hearts. Your blood is pumping, I feel it in your veins, surfing your heat waves. Your taste is different, somehow it makes me brave. Chemical nature. Don't wanna move too fast. Your lips on the floor, sipping on your love, sipping on your love. Oh, when you move, oh my God, you know you play your cards so right. Oh, I am looking for hearts, just in the dirty clubs and diamonds. Take me, oh my God, oh, but we'll hold our faces straight. Oh, I am looking for hearts, I was looking for hearts, hearts, hearts. I was looking for hearts, hearts, hearts. I was looking for hearts. Oh my God, I'm a fool. Thought I'd never fall into you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so cruel how I'm loving the things you do. Ooh, yeah. Oh, when you move, oh my God, you know you play your cards so right. Oh, I am looking for hearts, just in the dirty clubs and diamonds. Take me, oh my God, oh, but we'll hold our faces straight. Oh, I am looking for hearts, I was looking for hearts, hearts, hearts. I was looking for hearts, hearts, hearts. I was looking for hearts. Never too fast. Your lips on the floor, sipping on your love, sipping on your love. I was looking for hearts.
Hello. Happy Sunday, everybody. How are we doing tonight? There's Felicia, ready to go. I am still finishing my final edit for Mistress of Shadows. I kind of forgot how long this book is. It's really good, in my opinion. I'm enjoying it, and I'm very happy with the feedback I'm getting from my editor. So going through all of my edits and implementing them in this book has not been all that difficult. There really hasn't been a lot to change. There are a couple scenes that I know there'll be a little more adjusting to do when I get to them, but so far so good. I am very happy. So that is what I'm working on tonight. I was able to write an astounding or not write, edit an astounding 18 chapters yesterday. So we will see how many I can finish tonight. I would really like to finish my edits by Wednesday. Don't know exactly how that will go, but when I sit down to actually edit, I blaze through stuff. So fingers crossed that I am able to get a lot done tonight. How are you doing? I am doing super well. Starting to feel more productive, starting to feel like I'm back into a schedule. The beginning of school always throws me off, so I'm really not that surprised that it threw me off, but I'm happy that things are kind of evening out and that I'm getting back into a normal routine. So things are going pretty good at my house. How is everybody else in the stream? How are all of you guys doing? What are you working on tonight? Um, what things do you have going? And the fam's good. Fam's good. Um, we are hosting our weekly Dungeons and Dragons. So Alex has his friends going, playing their game. Off in the den, Finn has gone to sleep. So we're doing well. Alex has something every single day this week, so I'm sure, will be exhausted this week. So we don't have a whole lot of plans together this week just because we know that he'll be so busy. I start my class this week. I am going back to school. I'm finishing a certification program for my LPC, my license for professional counseling, working on that. So I start one of my classes on Tuesday. So lots of things going on at my house. Been working on a thriller about a hunter in the woods. Ooh, that sounds fun. Hi, all. Hello, Rita. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I am just happy for some consistency in my life. So I am very excited for the stream tonight because, one, I think I'm going to get a lot done. Again, I'm working through final edits for Mistress of Shadows. Mistress of Shadows will come out October 30th. I am very excited. So I need to finish my final edits and then I'll be formatting the book, and then it is on to the cover. So things are coming, things are wrapping up relatively quickly. So that is what I have going. I still need to chat with my editor about Winter Witches. I'm also still in the planning phase for the Kickstarter. I'm hoping, amongst everything going on this week, since I'm going to have a little more time to myself, I'm hoping that I can go and visit a small business in town. I think I'm going to partner with them on one of the incentives for the Kickstarter. It'll all be Winter Witch themed, so it's all going to be very like Barbie-esque pink, very girly, not my usual style, but it is not Margot. Oh my gosh, but it is our book's kind of overall setting. So it's the vibes. But lots going on this week. Mostly just that everyone at my house is busy. I shouldn't have quite as much, just that Tuesday class and then visiting the small business. So hopefully it'll be a good week and I will be able to finish my edits and at least get started on formatting by Wednesday. That's kind of the goal. So we shall see. Hopefully it'll be productive. What else is new with everybody else in the stream? How has everybody else's week gone? Anything new to report? I'm getting notifications on my phone. Holy moly. Okay. Let me make sure before I get too far ahead of myself. let me get my draft pulled up. Speaking of editing and such, kind of need to have both my version and my editor's pulled up in order to have anything to work from. So we'll do that. I spent part of today looking at furniture, mostly bookshelves for the den. I really want to finally get the den furnished real nicely, make it really cozy, and make it a really nice space to sit and write in and to entertain. It's by far, I think, our favorite room in the house, and it has no furniture in it. It's just all of our books and stuff are moved onto the shelves. We have built-ins, so that's all there, but we don't have furniture in there. We've had folding tables because, like I said, we host so much. And so the folding tables have kind of just stayed out, and that's our workspace. But we would really like to get like a nice couch and some things in there just to lounge around on and make it homier. So we have started to do a little bit of planning and research into what we might like back there, especially books, because I have very quickly outgrown my bookshelf. Speaking of books, what is everybody reading? Today, I finished reading Catherine Center's Stranger. That was very cute. And I was lucky enough, I got an arc of Sarah Sutton's new book, Fake Dating the Football Player. I got an arc of that, and I am now about 9 chapters in. It's really fun so far. I love the interconnectedness of all of her books. That's just kind of her staple. It's how she writes a lot of her series, is you can read them just about in any order you want. But you pick up on all the Easter eggs if you read them in a specific order. But I love that the setting is the same and the characters are somewhat different, like the focus is different, that point of view. So I'm having a good time reading that. I don't remember exactly when that comes out. I know it's a couple weeks out. So I'm wanting to finish that, maybe reading that this week so I can put up a review and help promote that book for her. But so far, so good. I am enjoying it. Felicia says, going to spend the first sprint reading to my 2 youngest for bed. Aw, that sounds so nice. I haven't read to Finn in a couple of days just because it's been so hectic around here. But we did sit and what did we do? We've read something today, earlier today. Hello. Yes. Hi, Rita. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Excited to have all of you guys with me tonight. I think maybe now is a good time to transition towards our first sprint of the night. Speaking of, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. Tonight, I am working on final edits for Mistress of Shadows. I just got to a really good chapter where like the romance really like comes to a head and some big things get discussed that Jamie and Tori need to work through. So exciting stuff. Really excited to jump into this chapter. It is chapter 29 in the book. And I think that puts us, let me check, about a little over halfway into the entire book. So it's a fun chapter. It's actually one of my favorite chapters, I think, just because of the character growth and some of the conversation in this chapter. Plus, things heat up a little bit, and that's always a little fun to I like writing that, but also it's just exciting to see characters like that growth, see them encounter new things, fun. So that is where I am picking up in my draft. All right, we have our timer up. I say that maybe we move on into our first sprint of the night. Hopefully, it will be a productive one for everybody. Lots of reading to be had and writing. So let's get started. 3, 2, 1, sprint. All right. How did everybody do for sprint number 1? I edited 2 chapters and got into a third. I am now into chapter 31 of Mistress of Shadows. So things are going pretty well on my end. Rita says, I finished edits of 2 rather messed up chapters today, so I am reading a paperback to unwind for a few hours and then get back to reading Guardians of the Sixth Gate. Oh, thank you, Rita. I hope you like it. Hopefully those chapters weren't too taxing. I know that when I do my first pass at editing, for sure, sometimes some things are a little complex, more complex than maybe I anticipated, and those edits are a little bit more taxing. So hopefully it wasn't too much for today and that you were able to work through them without pulling your hair out, because I have definitely had a few that I've gotten to that I wanted to pull my hair out after I get through them. So I got 2.5 chapters. I got through the fun. I wouldn't really, I don't know if I'd call it like a climax scene. Maybe for the relationship, it's a bit of a climax. And now I'm back into like the turn of the book where we start to get to some of the action that kicks off the final third of the book. So exciting. I think that is where things get messy. There's a scene near-ish at the end. It's one of the last scenes where we have everybody in it. And I remember writing it and then I rewrote it. And I really struggled with that scene. I thought kind of hard about leaving it out entirely, but it was one of those that it addressed some issues that needed to be resolved for the series. And so I left it in, but I'm a little worried that it's still messy. I have a very strong suspicion that that is one that Lucia, my editor, has marked to bits, because she did say that there were a couple scenes that she liked but thought I should clarify. I have a feeling that's one of those. I miss reading to my little ones. Can't wait to read to my grandkids. No time soon though, but any time would be fine since both are over 23 years ago. Aww. It's really fun reading with kids. They just get so excited. Definitely reading to your kids when they're little has like such a good effect on, I mean, for one, your relationship with them, it's bonding, but also it can create lifelong readers. It makes them more receptive to reading. Sometimes, especially when kids hit grade school and then going to like teenage years, sometimes they've decided that they don't like reading. And I think it's because sometimes the only interaction they have with reading is in school. And so they associate reading with like work or with study and not just pleasure and for fun. So I think reading to kids when they're little is super important for that development, because reading builds empathy. It's just really fun. So I think it's really great. Felicia said kiddos are asleep. Woo! I know that that's always like a big relief for me when I get Finn down, although thankfully he has been very receptive lately to the bedtime routine. So it has not been as difficult as sometimes it has been in the past. So I am thankful for that. One of the books I'm reading is Beautiful Demons by Sarah Cannon. Ooh, I haven't read anything by Sarah Cannon, but I have really wanted to. I really enjoy watching her YouTube videos and learning more about her process. She's just a really nice person too. From the little bit that I have like interacted online with her, she seems really nice. So I would love to get around to reading one of her books. Chapter 5 was easier than chapter 4, It's sad that I've read and revised this so many times. I shouldn't be finding mistakes and plot holes. I don't know that it's a sad thing. I think it's good that you're finding them. Um, Sometimes I used to get really upset when I would find lots of mistakes in my writing, but I started to learn that the reason why I was finding more mistakes or I was making more changes was because I had gotten better. So I have reframed my thinking around finding mistakes or making edits because usually, I mean, anytime I edit my book, what comes out of it ends up being better than what I had before. So um, I think it just means that I've grown a lot and I'm learning more, or I can highlight things that I know I can do better now because I have the skills. So I don't know that it's sad at all. I think it's just making your work stronger. Sarah's books are so good. As for Amy's book, the teacher is mysterious. He's up to something. Great story. Oh, just you wait. I assume you're talking about Mr. Puck. He's one of my favorites to write. Um, I would love to explore him and his past more, but I just don't see, I'm just not pulled to his any of his story in the ways I have been to some other characters, so I probably won't return to him in any other way, but he was a fun one to write about. I think he's a really good complement to some of the other characters in the book. My kids are 23 and almost 26. Woo. Aww. Time really does go fast. I was thinking about that the other day. Mine is 3.5, but it really doesn't seem that long ago he would, when we'd like rock him to sleep. And now he just climbs into bed. So time really does go fast. And I'm trying my best because I'm so busy sometimes that it's hard to slow down. I'm always on to the next thing. So I'm trying to be more mindful of the present moments. She is such an amazing person, and her series are so great. Yes, I agree. I and she's written a lot of stuff too, so I'm not even sure what I should start with. So whatever you can direct me towards, I want to get around to her stuff eventually. So give me your suggestions. Where should I start? There are so many things on my TBR shelf right now. I have an actual shelf where I stick all of my books because I cannot not buy more books. So I have a whole shelf of things I haven't read yet. So cannot wait to get to all of it. There's just so many things there. Oh my gosh. Rita says, yep, like, why was he at high school so late at night? Oh, yeah, when Tori runs into him, right? He is pretty mysterious, isn't he? He's kind of a lone wolf of sorts, or he seems that way at least, especially in the first book. And then you start to learn quite a bit more about it, and it all makes sense. But there's lots. Definitely leaves you wondering. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our second sprint of the night. I am continuing with chapter 31. I think I might pop over here and grab my water, though. It got sat across the room instead of right here on this table in front of me. So I'll probably run over there. But I'm excited to jump back in, see where things go and end up. Should be a fun chapter because things start to take off a bit more. So on to, there we go, sprint number 2 of the night. Alrighty, let's go. 3, 2, 1, sprint. All right. How did everybody's second sprint of the night go? I am now into chapter 33 of Mistress of Shadows. So I have gotten 4 chapters done tonight. So exciting. Let's see. Ooh, I got a book recommendation. I suggest Eternal Sorrows. At the moment, it's 3 books. She still needs to write the last one. This is Sarah Cannon, if you guys don't remember. So Eternal Sorrows by Sarah Cannon. I'm going to have to check into that one. I think that's the series I'm thinking of hers. So, woo. I have to say I am a little tired. Just thinking about everything this week. I have to wake up early to go into work again tomorrow. The first week back at school always kicks my butt. So I'm already tired thinking about week 2 and everything that there is to do. I will say I did work yesterday on schedules. I am a school counselor, so schedules are kind of what we're into right now, just making sure school schedules are right and taking requests for schedule changes if they can be done. That is what I did yesterday, was switch around schedules if they could be switched. So this week shouldn't be quite as busy because everyone should be set as far as schedules go. Everyone should have what makes them happy, I hope. Or for some kids, they're just going to have to deal because sometimes things can't be swapped out. So it is what it is. But I'm ready for things to kind of calm down a little bit at school and to get into like a regular routine with kids. So hopefully, maybe, I'm sure this week won't be, but hopefully very soon we will get there. And I can incorporate writing more consistently into the week. That is really what I'm missing, because back to school is so busy. It means that writing life takes a bit of a back seat, which I don't like. That makes me kind of sad. So I'm ready for things to get a little bit calmer so I can write more consistently and not just the weekends. And also so I'm not maybe so exhausted. I would like that too. Okay. Woo. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. I'm probably not going to stay up super late writing. I'll probably do this final sprint with you guys, the third and final one. So another 20 minutes. And then I need to get ready for bed. I need to wash my hair tonight. Typically, I wash my hair, like I take an earlier shower on Sundays because we don't really do much Sundays, or I don't. I just sit around and write, hang around the house, do that kind of stuff. So usually I've already washed my hair, but I'm going to be up a little later than normal tonight just because I haven't washed my hair yet. So that is the next plan for the night. Final sprint, and then off to bed for me so that I'm not too tired in the morning. So we will do that. I did get all of my social media planned out for the week. I haven't been consistent on that in the last couple. So let's look real quick. I am super excited that I was able to schedule it all out because this week is so busy. So I'm very happy that I have that up and ready to go. I need to do some online shop stuff tomorrow that I kind of needed to do, that I kind of can only do tomorrow. So that is also on the agenda for the week. But at least I have everything for social media scheduled out. Okay, I think I'm clearly starting to get really rambly. I'm definitely starting to fade. So let's go ahead and let's get into our third, oh my gosh, our third and final sprint of the night. 20 minutes is on the clock. Oh, holy moly. 20 minutes, final sprint, and we will wrap up for tonight's stream. So let's go. 3, 2, 1, sprint. Okay. So, sprint number 3, how was it for everybody? Mine was a little slower just because there were a couple more adjustments to make, but I also was just having a nice time reading this scene because it's a heavy scene. And so I wanted to really get like a read on the emotions. And I really like that scene. uh, thanks for the sprints in the chat. Well, thank you for joining me, Rita. I really do like doing the live writing sprints over just writing by myself sometimes. It really depends on what I'm working on. It's nice to have the company, especially the company of other writers and book lovers. So I really appreciate you joining me, and thank you so much for supporting me and reading my books. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying Guardians of the Sixth Gate. Um, so I think what I'm going to do, I am on chapter 33 right now. So my plan is to wrap up chapter 33, and then I will probably just wind things down and get ready for bed. Um, I may just wait to like wash my hair even though it needs it, just because I am kind of tired and I don't want to spend the extra time that it will take me to dry it and go through all of that. So I think I may just shower real quick. Not that you needed to know any of that, I guess. A little weird. But tomorrow is the start of the work week, and it is a busy one for me. So hopefully all of you guys will have a good week as well. And I will catch you guys next week. So see you then. Bye.